Ortho Indy, Chick-fil-A, Harding Poorman Group, Glander Rochford Orthodontics, and the Roncalli High School Alumni Association. And now let's go to the booth and join the voice of the Royals, Rob Brown.
And a pleasant good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Roncalli Royals Baseball here on the Roncalli Media Network. Rob Brown and Rachel Brown with you this afternoon at beautiful LaPinta Field on the south side of Indianapolis, campus of Roncalli High School. 72 degrees and sunny. And for the first time in 680 days, we have baseball here on the campus of Roncalli High School as the Royals, fresh off a 19-5 win last night over Heritage Christian, look to complete the sweep today against the Eagles and jump out to 2-0 in conference play behind the sophomore right-hander Tanner Hudspeth. Let's take a look at the lineups quickly. For the Eagles, Andrew Wiggins leads off, the sophomore. He'll play center field. Asher Thompson bats second. He'll play second base. Jason Lewis, the shortstop, he'll bat third. Seth Ambrose plays first base. He bats fourth. Fifth place hitter is the right fielder Tyler Fields. Number 6 batter Ty Vaughn behind the plate. Zane Barnett will pitch and bat seventh. Jack Halkyard bats eighth, and he'll play third base. And Jonathan Dortch is the designated hitter. He'll hit ninth. For the Royals defensively, left to right, the freshman J.J. Prendergast out in left field. Johnny Rader, the junior, in center. Joey Milto, the junior, in right field. Infield, junior third baseman Braden Spizzelli. Andrew Ball, the sophomore, at shortstop. Cole Beckman at second. Ryan Henry at first base. Two seniors on the right side of the infield. The senior Dominic Brown behind the plate. And the pitcher, Tanner Hudspeth, the sophomore right-hander. About to get going against Andrew Wiggins. And we've got baseball. Rachel Brown.
I'm happy to be here, Rob. Thanks for inviting me.
Andrew Wiggins, the sophomore, stands in. Hits from the left side.
The wind's blowing out. We should note that.
Wind is blowing out straight away to center field. And the first pitch is on the corner, called a strike. This game is underway at 5:29 p.m. Shannon Bunger and Mike Lyons are on the balls and strikes and the bases today. Curveball outside, 1-1. Wiggins went 2 for 2 last night, walked a couple times. Roncalli winning up at Heritage Christian 19-5 in 5 innings. That pitch taken high at the letters, 2-1. Dimensions here at LaPinta Field, 316 down the left field line, 312 down the right field line, 365 to the left field straight away. That ball in the dirt, 3-1. 385 to straightaway right center, and 380 to center field. Tanner Hudspeth making his first high school start. Of course, there was no season last year, so his freshman year was a wash. 3-1 pitch. Inside corner taking a strike. The count goes full.
Wiggins is being very, very patient.
Walked a couple times yesterday. Was 0 for 1, was picked off on the bases. And that pitch taken on the outside corner for a ball, so Wiggins is aboard. So a leadoff walk, and that will bring Asher Thompson to the plate, the senior. He went 0 for 2 yesterday. Royals found themselves down 1-0 at the end of 1, and then the floodgates opened. 4 runs in the second, 3 in the third, 7 in the fourth, and 5 in the fifth to close out the win. And Hudspeth goes over, and Wiggins is back diving. Ryan Henry over at first base was the starter and winner for the Royals yesterday. Went 3 innings for the win. Wiggins has a big lead down at first. That pitch taken inside, a ball. Good crowd still filing in. Busy, busy day on campus. Softball team ranked in the top 5 in the state, getting its opener underway just down the drive from us. Pitch outside, 2-0. See if we can't give you some updates on that as we move through the afternoon. Cardinal Ritter is the opponent just down the way. Hudspeth goes over again, and Wiggins is back.
Rob, we were commenting before we started playing that the field does look in mid-season form. The grass is beautiful.
Yeah, it looks spectacular.
Our yard doesn't look nearly this good.
It does not look this good.
You got to work on that.
Wiggins goes, and Thompson got a piece and fouled it away off the shin of the catcher, Don Brown. Wiggins heads back to first. 2-1 the count. Kudos to Assistant Athletic Director Jason Sims, the baseball staff. It's a community effort to keep this field looking in tip-top shape, but it looks fabulous for the last week in March. Pitch right down the middle. It's lifted out into right field. Joey Milto has a beat on it, and he brings it in for the out. One away. And we'll bring up Jason Lewis, senior shortstop.
Jason Lewis.
Of course, we were talking with Royals bench coach Mark Pieper before the ball game, down there on the field, looking at how well maintained it was, and he pointed out that it looks really good since nobody played on it last year.
It's a good point.
He raises a good point. Hudspeth goes over again to first, and Wiggins is back. One out, top of the first. Hudspeth looks in, deals.
He's going.
Pitch gets away from Brown, and Wiggins will head down to second base. Double check the scoring on that. They're going to score that a pass ball. Eric Ball, our scorer. Score that a pass ball that sends Wiggins down to second. 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the first. Hudspeth wants a word with his catcher. Dominic Brown heads out. Royals are clad in the royal blue tops, white hats, royal blue bills, white pants. The red Roncalli Cross R logo. Heritage Christian in the black tops, white lettering and numerals, and the white pants with the royal blue trim. Hudspeth deals. Pitch taken right down the chute for a strike, 1-1. Dan Ambrose is down in the third base box, his 25th season as the coach at Heritage Christian. Won state titles back-to-back 2A titles in 2009 and 2010. Pitch lined off the end of the bat, hooking foul down near the batting cages beyond the right field corner. And Hudspeth ahead in the count for the first time today, 1-2. Cleanup hitter Seth Ambrose waits on deck. Hudspeth looks back at second. Comes to the plate. Curveball dropped in low. And the count evens. Nice play by Brown to keep it in front. 2-2 the count. We've got lacrosse at home here later tonight as well, Rach.
There's a lot going on.
Busy day.
But it's a beautiful day, so that's okay.
The pitch. Inside corner, just missed. And the count goes full. 3-2. Hudspeth digging in here. Payoff pitch is fouled right in front of the plate. And we'll try it again.
Wiggins is doing a good job distracting Hudspeth. Like he's dancing around over there. distracting him.
And Roncalli has not done the play yet to bring an infielder in behind. Andrew Ball, the shortstop, is lingering near Wiggins, but they've not at least faked a pickoff at second yet. Now the pitch. Inside high, a ball, and Lewis is aboard. Second walk of the inning, first and second, one out. And big left-handed hitting first baseman Seth Ambrose steps to the plate, the senior.
Number 15, Seth Ambrose.
So Heritage Christian scored first last night, scoring in the bottom of the first. Trying to duplicate that tonight. 2 on, 1 away here in the top of the first. And Hudspeth just misses the corner. Wanted that one and didn't get it.
It's the same corner that he got the strike to begin the game.
Yes. Want to know the count. Hudspeth looks in for the sign. Sets, exhales. Steps off, and Wiggins returns to second base. One-0 count to the cleanup hitter, Seth Ambrose. Top of the first, no score. Pitch right in there at the knees, called a strike, 1-1. Well, this is the first varsity baseball game at Roncalli since May 20th, 2019.
Wow.
In a game that the then Rebels lost 5-4 in 8 innings to Columbus North. That was 680 days ago. Of course, the spring season's wiped out across the state. Outside corner taking a strike, and Hudspeth ahead in the count. Three regulars in the lineup for Roncalli today who were starters as sophomores back in 2019. Brown behind the plate in the right side of the infield, Beckman and Henry. Hudspeth takes his time, delivers. Swung on and missed. Curveball in on the hands, and a big strikeout right there for Hudspeth, out number 2. And that brings Tyler Fields, the junior right fielder, to the plate.
Number 24, Tyler Fields.
Does he have a curly mullet?
I was just getting ready to say the same thing. That's a solid mullet
That is.
that Fields is sporting.
I mean, I don't know what it looks like. Maybe it's not a mullet, but the part that's hanging down is definitely a permed mullet part. Yeah. I think those are coming back, by the way.
It's not on the collar. I think if it goes past the collar, it can be called a Kentucky waterfall.
Okay, you made that up.
No, I did not. I absolutely did not.
A Kentucky waterfall. Maybe
1-0
he's trying
count.
to. Maybe by the end of the season he can have that.
Pitch. Foul off the end of the bat end of the screen. The count evens 1-1. 2 outs, top of the first. Runners at first and second for Heritage Christian. Hudspeth looks back at first, second. Patch in the dirt. Wiggins goes, throw down, and he's safe. Boy, Brown had a hard time finding it, and then the throw down handcuffs Spizzelli. So Wiggins advances. And the trail runner, Lewis, advances as well. That's a stolen base for Wiggins. So first base open. The count 2-1 here to Fields. Pitch. Taken right down the heart of the plate for a strike, 2-2. Hudspeth steps off. 2-2 the count. Runners at second and third. 2 outs, top of the first. Hudspeth delivers, and pitch blocked in front of the plate by Brown. And did he go? No, he did not. Peel out to the base umpire, says no swing. And the count goes full. 2 outs. That'll put the runners in motion. Two outs here in the top of the first inning. Hudspeth deep exhale, delivers. Pitch down, a ball, and he walked him. Third walk of the inning. That loads the bases. Loads the bases and brings the catcher, Ty Vaughn, to the plate.
The catcher, number 8.
Left-handed hitting
Ty
senior.
Vaughn.
Nowhere to put him. Hudspeth has to dig in here as he's walked 3 batters in this first inning. But the Eagles have yet to dent the scoreboard. That pitch taken wide, a ball. Hudspeth going deep into the pitch count here in this first inning.
Is he on a pitch count?
I would assume so. That pitch, off-speed pitch, taken right down the heart of the plate. Typically, you're looking at somewhere in 80 to 100. And he's closing in on 30 here in the first inning. One. Hit on the ground, slow roller to second. Beckman has it. Easy throw to first for the out. And Hudspeth works his way out. The Eagles get 3 runners aboard, but strand all 3. We're through a half inning. And the Royals come to the plate when we return. It's Roncalli Baseball on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Meet Zach.
Do life, not laundry. Milto Cleaners.
pitcher. I'm not sure he knew that Barnett knew that Brown was heading down to second base, so Dom's aboard with a steal down to second base.
Yeah, he almost hit the pitcher in the stomach with the ball.
So now Brown's in scoring position on the heads-up steal. Ben Keeney standing in.
Ow.
And that hit him right in the leg. Brown tried to go to third. That's not how that works. But Keeney goes down to second.
Number 24.
In kickball, they always taught me just to keep running until the umpire sent me back. And I think that's exactly what Brown was doing. I like it.
So 4 Royal batters were hit yesterday. Keeney's aboard. First and second, 2 away. Here's Hudspeth. Hudspeth had one of 5 extra base hits yesterday. He had a double. As Cole Beckman led the barrage with 2 home runs. Hudspeth trying to help his cause here with 2 away. Takes that pitch in the dirt, and he's ahead in the count, 2-0. Dominic Brown at second. Ben Keeney down at first. Ambrose plays behind Keeney over at first base with 2 outs. Pitch outside, taking a ball, and now Hudspeth has all sorts of room to work with. Ahead in the count, 3-0. Cole Beckman, he of the 2 home runs yesterday, waits on deck. Hudspeth takes 3-0, as you would expect, right down the middle. 3-1 count. Barnett, long look in for the sign, and he steps off. See Wiggins, the center fielder, shade over the second baseman, is trying to move Wiggins over a little more even to left center field. And that pitch is wide of the mark, ball 4. Nice block by Vaughn to keep it from going to the screen. Now the bases are loaded. And from a Royal perspective, certainly the guy that you want at the plate, Cole Beckman, who hit 2 home runs last night and drove in 5.
Courtesy runner.
And courtesy runner.
It's my favorite thing. Who is it?
That's Noah Ressler, the junior, number 19, on as a courtesy runner.
Running for the Royals,
For
number
Hudspeth?
19, Noah
Yep.
Ressler.
How wonderful. Anytime I need to run, I often call on a courtesy runner.
You spotted that courtesy runner like a rest stop on an interstate.
You didn't know I was even paying attention, did you?
Wow. Bases loaded, 2 away. Roncalli trying to get on the board. Beckman, the hot hitter yesterday. Let's see if he can keep it going. That pitch is way outside, almost back to the screen, and Vaughn had to lunge to save a run. A lot of football players on this baseball squad. Cole Beckman caught a touchdown pass in the state final. Second leading receiver takes a strike on the outside corner. The count evens.
Big gap out there.
Big gap in right center field.
Huge
Yep,
gap.
the center fielder Wiggins is shaded way over into left center. Pitch. And Beckman lines this one into the left field corner. Don't drop for a hit.
Let's go.
Cut off before it rolls to the screen, but 2 runs will come in. Beckman will trot into second base, and the Royals are on the board after the 2-run, 2-out double by Cole Beckman. So Cole Beckman stays hot.
Now batting,
Drives into Brown and Keeney scoring.
shortstop.
The courtesy runner Ressler heads to third, and the inning continues for Andrew Baugh. Baugh, the sophomore, shortstop. No season last year, so this was his high school debut last night, and he hit a home run. 3-run home run. Swings through the first pitch there. Royals on the board, 2-0 the score, bottom of the first. Pitch high, ball. Noah Ressler, the courtesy runner, down at third. Cole Beckman with the 2-run double stands at second. It's a huge lead. Ball swings through that one out in front, and it's 1-2. Barnett trying to get out of this inning and limit the damage. Pitch high and outside, 2-2. First base is open. And the right fielder, Joey Milto, waits on deck. Pitch. Outside a ball, and the count goes full. Ball works it back to a full count. That'll put the runners in motion here with the full count and 2 outs. Shadows starting to extend across the infield. Ball fists this one out of play down the right side. And we'll try it again.
Ball's older brother Sammy, isn't he playing baseball at Wabash?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Class of 2020. And that pitch is wide, a ball, and that's second walk of the inning issued by Barnett. And the base is loaded for the left-handed hitting Joey Milto.
Next up for the Royals, the right fielder, number 11, Joey Milto.
Royals sending the 8th man to the plate in Milto. One of 2 left-hand hitters in the lineup. And Milto trying to increase the lead here. Barnett, much like Hudspeth in the first inning for Roncalli, Barnett's pitch count escalating. That pitch up high in the eyes, and Milto had to recoil back to get out of the way there.
What's his pitch count right now?
See if we can't get that here in a minute. 25 after that first pitch to Milto. Pitch inside, a ball. 2-0. Well, the Royals drew 10 walks yesterday. That certainly played a role in scoring 19 runs. And now Barnett takes too much time and Milto steps out. 2-0 the count. Bases loaded, 2-0 the score. Roncalli on top. And that pitch almost hit him. Inside a ball, 3-0.
If that would have been Don Baylor, he would have leaned into that one, I think.
Yeah, no question.
Not that I'm encouraging that, but
Now the count 3-0. Barnett has work to do. Bases loaded. Outside corner taking a strike. Very close to ball 4. Braden Spizzelli waits on deck. Pitch, and Milto fouls that back to the screen.
I was ready for that one.
Right toward us. Despite the screen, our guy Pat Crosley, PA announcer extraordinaire, was bailing out. Milto steps out. Count goes full. Bases loaded, full count. 2-0 the score here in the bottom of the first. Pitch. Taken high, a ball, and that will force in the run. From third, give Milto an RBI on the bases loaded walk. Ressler, the courtesy runner, scores.
I'm happy for him.
The third baseman, number 23.
And now it's 3-0.
All that running paid off. I would hate
Yep.
for him to go from first to third and not get to score the run.
So here's Spizzelli, 0 for 3 last night. The junior. Swing and a miss at a letter-high fastball. Spizzelli did play a little bit at the varsity level as a freshman. 24 at-bats at .458 2 years ago.
Nice.
Pitch. Rolled right up the middle. Slow roll to second. That's trouble. Thompson charges. He has no play.
Everybody's.
And ball overran third, but he dove back, and he's in.
Oh, everybody's safe.
Well, Spizzelli with an excuse me infield single up the middle. That drives in Beckman from third.
the center fielder.
And
number
now it's
21,
4-0, and the
Johnny
Royals
Reeder.
have hit around. Back to the top, and Johnny Rader. Pitch taken high, a ball. So Spazzelli with an infield single. Didn't hit it crisply, but he hit it just enough to get it past the mound.
I felt like maybe the grass slowed it down. I feel like it almost came to a complete stop.
Before it got to the second base bag,
Yes.
absolutely. Pitch inside, taken. Rader thought it was a ball, but it's a strike, 1-1.
You call that Larry Boa grass. I
Larry
think.
Boa grass, yes.
Yes.
Back in the mid-'80s when Larry Boa was 800 years old playing shortstop for the Cubs.
Keep it long.
Kept that grass about 4 feet high so he could get the balls in the hole. Pitch inside, taking a ball, 2-1. 4 runs for the Royals here in this bottom of the first. And Rader chops this one to third. It's a fair ball. Foul ball.
What?
Ooh, that looked like it was a fair ball. Called foul. And Halkyard, the third baseman, I think for a second, thought about stepping on the bag, and then he was going to go to first. But the foul call
There's
stopped
2
all
outs.
that.
True.
There are 2 outs, yes.
There would be no reason to throw it to first.
No, there's a force at third. He could have taken 1 step to his right and stepped on the bag and ended the inning. But instead, we'll try it again. 2-2 the count to Rader. 4 runs in, bases loaded. 2 outs. Pitch, ooh, curveball drops in for strike 3. So Rader strikes out looking to end the inning. However, the Royals get 4 runs on 2
Every
hits.
day we go farther.
3
try
runners
harder,
left, and there's
do
an error.
things others think
After
are
1
impossible.
complete
but
on
for
the
people
Beck's
who are
board.
passionate about what they do, it's normal. At Ortho Indy, we make sure of it. As the largest sports medicine group in Indiana and the official orthopedic provider for the Pacers, our specialists work to treat your injury from diagnosis to recovery and get you back in the game because you were built to perform. Ortho Indy Sports Medicine, helping you get normal back, whatever your normal looks like. Every day we go farther.
We're so thrilled to have Peyton Manning's name on our children's hospital. But we are a hospital designed for kids.
And then the halfback went in motion and then ran a slant route across the middle. Try to get a linebacker isolated on him. I like this beat. It's nice. Give me some more bass. A little more bass here. These are nice. Wish they had them at the adult hospital next door. They gonna make this giraffe green.
That's crazy.
Might be right. Let's go red right, scat right, 585, wide drag. On 2, on 2. Ready? Break. Nice ride. Y'all have these in blue? Can you hear this?
There's only one Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, offering world-class compassionate care for your child. Schedule primary, ER, or specialist care online.
Thanks, Peyton. We've got this.
Oh, okay. That's where they go.
Sponsor of our player of the game, which Rachel will award at the end of today's broadcast.
I will?
Yes.
I better start paying attention.
Here's Zane Barnett, the pitcher, standing in to get this second inning underway. Hudspeth certainly hoping for a quicker inning, and he
Ow.
hits Barnett with the first pitch right in the back. So 4th base runner of the game for Heritage Christian. All have come via walk or hit. Batter. Here's Halkyard.
I'm sorry I keep saying ow, but it just comes out of my mouth.
That one looked like he got him.
Yeah, I felt it.
Halkyard, a senior, 3rd baseman. Stands in. He was 1 for 1 with a run scored last night. And he loops this one into right field, and it will drop in front of the right fielder, Milto, and it's a force out at second base.
Nice
oh,
hustle.
my. Joey Milto charging that ball, and Barnett got a late jump. Actually, it was the courtesy runner over there who got the late jump. And just as quickly as the courtesy runner was in, he's out. You don't see a lot of force outs that drop into right field. So Dortch stands in. Halkyard's aboard via fielder's choice. And Dorsch takes a strike right down the middle. You don't see a whole lot of 9-4 putouts
No.
at second base for a force out. But a nice hustle by Joey Milto to get the out at second. Cut down the lead runner. Yeah, that's a good point. As our guy Stefan Welsh points out, the courtesy runner did check up. He had to wait to see if that ball was going to be caught for a second, and that delay is what cost him. Yep.
Yeah.
Indeed, his demise. Pitch taken low, a ball, 2-1. As we move through this broadcast, we'll get to some of the old favorites.
What are those, Rob?
Celebrity birthdays, pop
yeah.
culture, this day in history,
Let's go.
etc., etc.
That's why I'm here.
We'll get to those. Pitch. And Dorsch fouls it right off his leg. Count evens 2-2.
I think somebody burned the popcorn. Can you smell that?
It does smell like burnt popcorn. I was trying to
I'm even
ascertain
wearing my
what that
mask.
was.
Yeah.
Hard to determine through the mask, but the concession stand is open down below us.
That's not going to get by me.
No.
Mm-mm.
2-2 count to Dorsch. Pitch in the dirt, a ball, 3-2.
I'll wait for the next batch.
Leadoff hitter Andrew Wiggins waits on deck.
The runner at first is...
Pitch outside, a
Oh,
ball, and that's ball 4.
Is that ball 4?
Yep. Brown tried to pull it back in the strike zone to no avail. Fourth walk of the game issued by Hudspeth. That brings Wiggins to the plate with runners at first and second and 1 away. Here in the top of the second. And the Royals leading 4-0. Beautiful day here on the south side. Most days are, though.
True.
Hudspeth looks back at second, comes home to Wiggins, and Wiggins takes on the outside a strike. Oh, 1 the count to Wiggins. Pitch high ball. Well, Rachel, you were talking about mullets earlier, and we see that Roncalli 2016 state champion, class of 19, Brian Keeney, has walked into the booth, and he's got a nice one rolling.
Nice. He does. He's showing everybody up.
Rules are a little bit different at the collegiate level, though. You kind of let that thing go a little bit.
Well, perhaps
And
he'll
that
permit.
pitch ricochets off Brown's mask. He can't find it. Everyone will advance as Hudspeth goes over to the on-deck circle first base side to pick it up. But the wild pitch will move him over 90 feet. Brian Keeney now playing his baseball at UIndy. Good to see him up in the booth. And Patrick Hudspeth, the father of Tanner Hudspeth and the Royals pitching coach, takes a trip out to the mound.
That's his dad?
That is. Yep, his first year on the staff. Pitched at St. Leo University down in Florida. Did Patrick Hudspeth, and played some minor league ball as well. So second and third, 1 away.
What do you think he told his son? Throw strikes?
Throw strikes.
Okay.
2-1 the count to Wiggins. Ryan Henry backs up at first base. He was playing in on the grass, and then the dugout backed him up. And that pitch right down the chute, and Wiggins just missed it, fouled it back into the screen. Count evens 2-2. Second and third, the runners. Halkyard down at third, Dortch down at second. Royals scored 4 times in the bottom of the first, lead 4-0. Hudspeth, a long exhale, delivers. Off-speed pitch, and Wiggins was out in front enough to chop it toward the dugout foul and stay alive.
He was lucky to get a bat on that one. That died.
Wiggins, one of the top sophomore prospects in the state, already committed to Indiana University. Two-two count. Pitch. And it's hammered into center field, but Rader has a beat on it. He'll haul it in, and they'll throw behind the runner. And they cut to third. He's safe. Halkard comes in on the sacrifice fly, and the Eagles are on the board. On the sacrifice fly to Wiggins. 4-1 the score, and Dorsch moves over to third with 2 away. Here's Asher Thompson, the second baseman, the senior. Flew out to Milto in right field in his first time up. Swings through that one for strike one. It's our only broadcast of the week. We'll be back with you next week. Busy week next week. Softball, a huge softball matchup next Wednesday against Center Grove. And then back here for baseball on Thursday against Cathedral. Off-speed pitch is chopped to short. Ball in between hop charges, throws across the diamond for the out, and that'll do it. So in the inning, the Eagles get a run, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left. We're through 1.5. Roncalli 4, Heritage Christian 1. Back with the bottom of the second after this on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network. Rob Brown, Rachel Brown back with you at La Pinta Field on the campus of Roncalli High School. Royals leading Heritage Christian 4-1. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Tanner Hudspeth taking 16 pitches to get through that second inning against Heritage Christian. Yet to allow a hit as Hudspeth. For the Royals, it'll be hitters 2, 3, 4. Henry, Brown, and Keeney due up in inning number 2. And Ryan Henry will get it started. He reached via error in the first inning, then was forced out at second base. And Barnett pours the first pitch in low, a ball. Barnett needed 38 pitches to get through the first inning, faced 10 batters. That is not a recipe for a deep outing. That ball in the dirt, blocked. It's 2-0. Both of these teams, after today, will not play again until the weekend. Heritage Christian scheduled to play a couple games in the Vincennes tournament this weekend. Meanwhile, Roncalli slated to head to Louisville for 2 games on Saturday against Tates Creek and Louisville Ballard, 2 of the top teams in Kentucky. Talking with Mark Pieper, the bench coach, before the game, and he was saying, Rach, that he feels like they'll get a real good feel for where their team is early in the season playing those 2 quality opponents back-to-back on Saturday.
So they're 2 of the top teams in Kentucky?
Yes. 2-0 the score, or 4-1 the score, excuse me. 2-0 the count on Henry to lead off this bottom of the second. Takes a pitch low, a ball, 3-0. And with the pitch count rule, if you keep under 100 pitches you have to rest 3 days. And that pitch is a 4-pitch walk for Ryan Henry to lead off the bottom of the second. That's why I said that there's no way Hudspeth throws more than 100 pitches because they've got to keep him at 100 so he can come back and pitch on Saturday.
Number 1, Dominic Brown.
In 3 days, as opposed to if they went over 100, he'd have to sit for how long?
4 days.
4 days. Okay, we don't have 4 days. Yeah.
Which would put him out until next week. So Dominic Brown stands in. Scorer reached via fielder's choice, stole a base and scored in the first inning. And he lifts this first pitch into right field. The right fielder going back, circling under it, makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
The designated hitter, number 8, Ben Keeney.
Here's Ben Keeney. Was hit by a pitch and scored in the first. 4-1 the score.
Nice group of fans out on the right field mound.
Yep, I like the mound behind the right field foul pole. Henry going on the first pitch and a head first slide.
Oh my gosh, go.
And he did not pick the baseball up. He rolls into center field. Wiggins charging. He can't get there. And so Henry with a delayed reaction. He did not see the ball get away from the second baseman. But enough yelling from the dugout encouraged him to look up and scramble his way to third. We'll take a look at Eric Ball's scoring on that. Going to be a stolen base and an error, I would imagine. Yep. So give Henry a stolen base, and he advances to third on the error. Second error of the game. Keeney takes a strike. That error charged to the shortstop, Lewis, who took the throw. So E6 advances Henry to third. He stands down there with one away. Pitch outside, a ball, 2-1. See if we can't get a softball score for you here. Looks like they're already in the fourth inning down there.
How do you see that?
I can see the 4 on the scoreboard.
Oh my gosh.
Keeney hits a high drive to left field. And this one will head over the scoreboard for a home run.
Woo!
Boy, towering home run to left field for the senior Brian Keeney.
No, Ben Keeney.
Ben Keeney, excuse me. Ben Keeney.
That would be cheating if Brian Keeney was
Ben
out
Keeney
there.
with a towering home run to left field. He got all of that one. And it's 6-1 in favor of the Royals. Ben Keeney just with a golf shot that cleared the scoreboard and straightaway left field. A 2-run blast. 4th home run for the Royals in the first 2 games of this season.
Pitcher, number 24, Tanner Hudspeth.
And it's 6-1 in favor of the home team. One away here in the bottom of the second. Here's Hudspeth.
Well, I'm glad Brian was here to see his brother hit a home run.
First varsity home run for Ben Keeney. I'm not sure Brian ever hit any home runs. He was more of a slap hitter. Mixed stuff up on the base paths, if you will.
Had to keep an eye on him.
Hudspeth swings and misses. Brian Keeney, one of the few catchers in Central Indiana that batted leadoff.
Yeah.
Give you an
He was one of the
idea.
smallest catchers that I saw.
0-2 count to Hudspeth. And that pitch in the dirt, a ball, 1-2.
But boy, he could jump out and get a ball
Yep.
faster than anybody I'd ever seen.
Good to see Brian stopping by the booth today, playing baseball over at UIndy. 1-2 the count to Hudspeth. Curveball drops in for strike 3. Second out of the inning, 3rd strikeout for Barnett. And with 2 away, he'll go to work on Cole Beckman.
The second baseman, number 14, Cole Beckman.
So 6-1 the score. Royals on top. Bottom of the second, 2 away. Pitch blocked in the dirt, a ball. That's a fun spot to watch the game out there in the mound out behind right field, right above the right field corner.
Can you watch the traffic go by 65?
When not if they built the noise wall, no. You could before. Pitch away a ball, 2-0. Still efforting that softball score when we get a chance. Our guy Jason Sims, assistant athletic director, walking back and forth. We'll see if he can't give us a score when he pops back in. That pitch taken outside a ball. It's 3-0. Just getting the spring season going here. It's just the second day after spring break on this campus. So love this time of year when the weather's popping and there's all sorts of activity.
Absolutely.
Beckman hits a roller up the middle. The shortstop Lewis over. Long throw. It's a close play. Safe. He beat it out. Second infield hit of the game for the Royals. Beckman beats that one out with 2 away.
The shortstop.
And that extends the inning for Andrew Baugh. Ball walked and was stranded in the first inning. So Cole Beckman, 2 for 2. He has 2 of the 4 Royal hits today. Ball, first pitch swinging, pops it up into shallow left field. McDonald camps underneath it and almost misses it. He misjudged it and had to lunge to his left at the last minute, but he hauls it in for the out, and that will do it. However, the Royals get 2 more on a towering home run to left by Ben Keeney, and the inning, 2 runs, 2 hits, a runner left, and an error for the Eagles. After 2, Roncalli leads at 6-1. We're back. Inning number 3 around the bend after this on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
At Glander Rochford Orthodontics, we're in the business of making smiles, but straightening teeth is only part of that job. Our team has a passion for serving our patients and their families in Greenwood and Indianapolis. You may start your journey at Glander Rochford Orthodontics looking for a straighter smile, but you'll leave with new friends and family. Call today at 317-888-2827 to schedule a free consultation for you, your child, and your whole family. 317-888-2827.
Rob Brown, Rachel Brown back with you. Inning number 3 about to unfold here at LaPinta Field. Roncalli leading Heritage Christian 6-1. Tanner Hudspeth on for his 3rd inning of work. 46 pitches through 2 innings for Tanner.
Bullpen's getting busy down there. Or just people are running around. I can't tell what they're doing.
It might just general running down there.
Why are they doing that?
They're trying to get loose, maybe?
Is that the courtesy? Are they running to see who gets to be the courtesy
Yes.
runner? Here I thought they were warming up someone in the bullpen.
Well, Joey Milto was one. Well, that was Joey Milto that was down there running. We'll see if we can't get a feel for who is in left field now.
Leading off the 3rd inning for the Eagles.
Or right field, rather, for the Royals.
Shortstop, Jason Lewis.
Here's Jason Lewis, number 3 hitter shortstop. Walked in his first trip. Takes a pitch right down the middle for a strike. Rach, you ready for some celebrity birthdays?
I'm always ready for a celebrity birthday.
We got some good ones today.
What day is it today?
Today is March the 30th.
That's good to know.
That pitch fouled back to the screen, and Hudspeth ahead quickly 0-2. Stanley Burrell celebrating a birthday today.
Now, you know I don't know who Stanley
You know him
Burrell
by his
is.
stage name.
Give me a hint.
MC Hammer.
What's his name?
Stanley Burrell.
MC Hammer.
How old do you suppose MC Hammer is today?
You know, I'm going to be wrong, but I'm going to say about 63.
He is 58 today. Can't touch it.
No, I won't. Don't want to. He also was a bat boy for the A's, so that's
He
very
was.
appropriate that his birthday would come on our opening day here.
Pitch taken inside a ball. Nicknamed the Hammer because of his likeness to Hank Aaron.
Yeah, I don't know if I see it, but maybe
looked
when
like
he was
a young
younger.
Hank Aaron, absolutely.
When he was younger?
When he was young, yeah, absolutely.
Have we ever seen Hank Aaron wear those pants? The
No.
Hammer pants. To
That's-
know if Hank Aaron looks like him. That's what I would want to know.
That's a great question. Pitch fouled back to the screen. So Stanley Burrell.
All right. Did he lose all of his money?
Yes.
So we should send him something?
A GoFundMe, perhaps, a pick-me-up bouquet.
Yes, a pick-me-up bouquet.
Perchance.
Sorry you gave all your money away. Yeah. Happy birthday.
Stanley Burrell, MC Hammer, 58 today. Swing and a miss. Pitch is dropped. Brown has to go get it. He'll fling it down to first and Henry for the out. One away, second strikeout of the game for Hudspeth. That goes 2-3 on the putout.
Number 15, the first baseman, Seth Ambrose.
Here's Seth Ambrose. He struck out swinging in his first time up. Pitch taken right at the knees, a strike, 0-1. Ian Ziering celebrating a birthday today, Rach.
Sharknado star Ian Ziering?
I think of him more in his time at the Peach Pit.
Good Lord. He kind of had a permed mullet, didn't he?
He did. Taken inside a ball, 1-1. Peel down, no. No swing, 1-1.
I have a feeling he might be older than I think he is.
So, yes.
I think he's supposed to be younger than me, but I'm...
No, he's not.
He's not?
No.
Is he 58?
56.
Okay.
Ian Ziering.
He and Hammer can celebrate together.
1-1 pitch, and that one gets away from Brown. It's 2-1. Yes, fans of a certain age, I think if you're under a certain age, you think of him as
Sharknado guy?
The lead in Sharknado, the Sharknado series. But I think if you're of a certain vintage, you'll certainly remember him as Steve Sanders from Beverly Hills 90210, hanging out in the Peach Pit.
I think everyone hated that. I think everyone hated Steve
It's
Sanders.
slow ball, 3-1. Here's what I did not know about Ian Ziering.
This ought to be good.
Ian Ziering auditioned to replace Bob Barker as the host of Price is Right.
And they gave it to Drew Carey instead?
Absolutely, yes.
Why
The 3-1 in the dirt a ball.
Well,
if they would have Ambrose is aboard via walk.
If they would have changed spots and Drew Carey would have been the Sharknado guy, that would have made it kind of more interesting.
Fielder, number 24, Tyler Fields.
So yes, Ian Ziering in 2007 auditioned to replace Bob Barker as the host of Price is Right.
I don't get that because he doesn't have much of a personality.
1 on, 1 out. Here's Fields. The right fielder walked in his first time up. Pitch outside. Ooh, right on the corner. Call the strike.
Sometimes it's a strike and sometimes it's not.
Ryan Henry holds the runner Ambrose down at first. 6-1 the score. Roncalli on top. Top of the third inning here. Trying to cloud up a little bit. Just expected some rain to move in, but not until after the 8 o'clock hour. That pitch inside on the corner, and it's quickly 0-2.
I think I left my windows down.
You're okay.
Okay. If it starts raining, will you run and put them up real quick?
I got it.
Thanks.
0-2 the count. And Hudspeth throws over. Ambrose is back. Roncalli is 5-2 all-time against Heritage Christian. Certainly the series just starting when the Eagles joined the conference a couple years ago, and that 5-2 record includes the 19-5 Royals win last night on the north side. The pitch. Down low a ball. 1-2. Paul Reiser celebrating a birthday today.
Could you find any more irrelevant D-list people that are having a birthday?
We're going to have a conversation about that in a minute.
Now, are you of the My Two Dads, Paul Reiser?
My Two Dads was one of the great 80s shows. You give me Paul Reiser and Greg Evigan, it's on.
You just love Greg Evigan.
1-2 the count to Fields. Outside corner taken for strike 3. And Hudspeth gets a big second out there via the strikeout. And he'll go to work on the catcher, Ty Vaughn.
Number 8, the catcher, Ty Vaughn.
Paul Reiser, My Two Dads.
What was the other one?
Mad About You, of course.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good show.
I don't know.
I
just don't think.
You're going to quibble with me on that?
I just don't think Helen Hunt is very likable.
And that is lined into right field, a solid base hit. Milto charges, gets it back in quickly, but Vaughn, first pitch swinging. drills a solid 2-out single to right for the first hit of the game for the Eagles.
Now batting the pitcher.
And they've got him first and second with 2 away for the pitcher, Zane Barnett. Got some activity down in the Heritage Christian bullpen. Let's see if we can't get a number for you on that. And we've got a courtesy runner over at first base. It's Ethan Baker, beg your pardon, number 23. Courtesy running down at first base for the catcher, Vaughn.
Now running at first base, number 23, Ethan Baker.
We all know how Rach loves the courtesy runners.
I do. It's a thankless job.
First and second, 2 outs. Top of the third, Royals lead 6-1. First pitch swinging, and the looper is caught at the back of the grass, infield dirt by the second baseman, Beckman. And the Eagles are retired, but they did get a hit, their first of the game. Strand 2, no Royal errors. We're through 2.5. And Roncalli on top, 6-1. Back after this on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Throughout Chick-fil-A's history, the company has been on a journey to serve not only delicious food with a warm smile, but also offer a menu customers feel great about eating. That egg white grilled, a protein-packed breakfast sandwich, is a lower-calorie menu option made with a breakfast-sized portion of grilled chicken breast, freshly grilled egg whites, and American cheese served on a toasted multi-grain English muffin. Visit the Southport Road Chick-fil-A today and try one.
Well, to ensure vibrant and long-lasting life, Jockish flowers are always freshly cut and chilled. They consistently offer quality and
Do life, not laundry. Milto Cleaners.
36 Southeast Street or call 784-1614 today to order your arrangement. That's our friends at Jockish Flowers.
I would happily accept if you were to send me some Jockish flowers.
Our guy Chris Jockish, he does a great job. Also found out that today, March 30th, I just got a note from our guy Chris Strakowski, Roncalli special teams coach, the football program, that on this date in 2017, he and his wife Lynn renewed their vows at Sacred Heart Chapel in St. Peter's Basilica at the Vatican. How about that?
Well, that's a flex, isn't it? I mean, just short of getting married by the Pope, you can't beat that.
That's pretty strong.
Well,
strong.
I'd make a T-shirt that said that and wear it every day.
The lights have come on here at La Pinta.
You sure my car's not going to get wet?
Yeah, you're okay. Joey Milto to lead off this bottom of the third with the Royals leading 6-1.
Now I see someone in the bullpen.
We've got action up at both ends. Milto takes inside a ball.
It's Cole Beckman down by us.
Dalton Schultz is getting loose down in the right-hander, getting loose down the Heritage Christian bullpen, and indeed Cole Beckman.
Ouch.
And that one hit Milto. Where'd that hit him?
It felt like the shin. I'm having sympathy pains for him, much like the courtesy runner.
Second hit batter of the game by Barnett.
The third baseman, number 23, Braden Spizzelli.
What's his pitch count now? I feel like he's just
at 57.
Gosh, I'm tired just watching him.
Hudspeth is at 62 through 3. Spizzelli, first pitch swinging, and he loops one into left field. It drops in front of the left fielder, McDonald.
Nice.
So Spizzelli has his second hit of the game. After going 0 for 2 yesterday, 0 for 3 yesterday, Spizzelli's 2 for 2.
He's feeling it.
And the Royals are in business with 2 on and nobody out. And the top of the order, Johnny Rader.
Is this one I could just say ducks on the pond because I've been waiting all game to say it?
You can go ahead and load that up.
Okay, the ducks are on the pond.
Paul Reiser's 63.
Ew,
in case anybody
okay,
wondered.
we're back to that? Yeah, I'm sure
we
people were on the
loop. I'm sure people were wondering, well, how old is Paul Reiser? We talked about Paul Reiser for 5 minutes.
How old is he?
63. Ball gets free. Throw down to third, and the ball's dropped. It was a close play, and Hawkeye was unable to hang on.
If he would have been out by a mile.
Milto would have been out by 2 feet. So we'll get a ruling on that. I'm going to think that's a pass ball that allowed the runners to advance 90 feet. We'll check Eric Ball's scoring on that. And Rader takes a strike.
Thought you were going to get a ruling on whether Paul Reiser was bad and mad. What is it?
We're not
mad
having
about
a
you?
conversation about
I just don't like Helen Hunt.
Paul Reiser being bad. Milto credited with a stolen base on that. 1-1 count to Rader. And Barnett steps off. Our final celebrity birthday of the day, Eric Clapton. You good with that one?
I love Eric
Pitch
Clapton.
outside a ball, 2-1.
I'm surprised he's still alive.
Well, I think he cleaned some things up.
Well, sometimes the damage is done.
Well, that's true.
I think he really had a...
How old do you suppose Eric Clapton is?
Gosh darn, I'm going to say he's like 74.
76. Pitch taken on the outside corner, strike, 2-2.
Yeah, I do like him.
So Eric Clapton celebrating a birthday today. 2-2 the count to Johnny Rader.
That was quite a celebrity list.
You like that?
It was all over the place. And some of them weren't really celebrities, so.
That's debatable. Yeah, Rader waits on an off-speed pitch and fouls it back to the screen. Stays alive. As Barnett had him fooled. Infield is in. Pitching the dirt a ball. It's 3-2. Eagles are all in. All four infielders are in on the grass. Trying to cut the ball off and keep this deficit at 4.
And they're playing,
5.
look how deep they're playing in the outfield. If all he has to do is just hit a little popper. I act
and
like
he
it's
hits
easy.
a line drive into left field that'll drop in front of McDonald for a hit.
And he did just what I
Aaron
said.
Kroll is sending the second runner.
Let's go.
There's going to be a play at the plate, and Spizzelli is in under the drop throw by the catcher Vaughn. The aggressive base running by the Royals. Plates 2. Rader takes second on the throw, and it's 8-1 on the 2-run single by Johnny Rader.
Johnny made it look easy. I just said all you got to do is just pop it up in the air. He did.
He hit a rope out into left field. So 2 in, 1 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the third, and the Royals lead 8-1. Here's Ryan Henry, who's 0 for 1. Reached via error in the first, walked and scored in the second. Pitch taken in, a strike.
Good crowd out there, Rob.
Very good crowd here today. They spread out. Looks like a lot of the Railbirds are down there on the left field line. Pitch goes back to the screen. That's a wild pitch that'll send Rader over to third. Yeah, the Railbirds are pretty thick down that third base line. Have to look alive down there.
Yeah. No doubt somebody's spitting sunflower seeds down there.
Oh, no, yeah, no question. 1-1 the count. To Henry with Rader on third, nobody out.
Ow.
And that hit him.
That was almost
Hit him
thrown
in the
behind
leg.
him.
Third hit batsman, second of the inning.
They're going to talk about it here.
Yeah, Dan Ambrose makes a trip out to the mound. And that may be it. Looks like we will have a pitching change as Dan Ambrose calls for the baseball. And that's going to close the book on Zach Barnett. Dalton Sheets is on in relief. And while they get organized at the mound, we'll step out, take a break for 30 seconds, and come right back. It's Roncalli Baseball as the Royals lead 8-1 on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Marian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world.
Well,
our
think
students
again.
possess the skills
While
and
trains
intellect
can appear
required
to be
of
slow-moving, they
Come
can
to Marian
easily cause
University,
injuries
Indy's
or
premier
death.
Catholic University,
You must
and
slow
let us
down
help you
and
find
yield
out
at
what
all
you're made
railroad
of.
crossings.
You can apply for free
Attempting to
today
beat
at
the train puts yourself and
marian.edu.
others at risk. According to the Federal Railroad Administration, there were over 2,200 railroad crossing collisions in the United States last year, resulting in 293 deaths. Don't be a statistic. Look,
now the new pitcher
listen,
on for
and
the
live.
Eagles is Dalton Schultz, right-handed junior. The starter, Zach Barnett, goes 2+ innings, still responsible for the runners at the corners, so we can't close the book on him just yet. But Schultz getting his 8 warm-up tosses in before he'll stand in and face Dominic Brown.
Is this a new thing? I've never seen 4 of the infielders kneel behind the guy as he's throwing his warm-up pitches. I thought they were supposed to be at their bases, and at the last one they were going to throw it down.
I've not seen this either. That's a good...
Because that kid almost got hit in the face. Kneeling there.
Well, Schultz completing his warm-up tosses. And when we resume action, the Royals will have runners at the corners. Ryan Henry down at first after getting hit in the leg on the final pitch thrown by Zach Barnett today. And Johnny Rader, the 2-out single, and then advanced to third via wild pitch. He stands over at third base with Aaron Kroll, his coach, off to his right.
Now pitching for the Eagles. Number 19.
And Dominic Brown steps in.
Batting for your Royals, the catcher, number 1, Dominic Brown.
Dom's 0 for 2 with a run scored. (8-1) is the score. Royals lead this ball game. 2 runs in here in the third inning and nobody out.
Oh.
Schultz throws one high that Brown has to duck under.
Hit him in the head.
One like Barnett, who is very long and kind of loosey-goosey, if you will, with his delivery. Schultz very compact.
Has a little more meat on his bones.
To stand about 5'8". That pitch outside a ball, 2-0. Two-0 count. Ben Keeney waits on deck. And Brown lines one down the left field line, just foul. Johnny Rader had to duck out of the way down there at third base. Brown hit that one hard, but just a little bit out in front. 2-1 the count. Schultz pitching from the stretch, and Brown hits one up the middle, and it goes off the glove of the shortstop. Lewis into left field. Rader is in, digging for third and sliding headfirst safely is Henry. And Rader coming home makes it 9-1. We'll see how they score that. I think that'll be scored in an infield hit would be my guess. That was a tough play for Lewis down there at shortstop. Here's Ben Keeney, and it is indeed an infield hit for Brown. And a run batted in. Keeney 1 for 1. Hit by a pitch and scored in the first, and then in the second, golfed a moonshot home run over the scoreboard and left for a 2-run bomb. 9-1 the score. Infield in for the Eagles. Pitch on the outside corner, taking a strike. One the count. Pitch. Out away a ball. Well, there is a weather system moving in.
Oh, so my car isn't safe.
Well, the weather system's in Terre Haute at the moment.
Okay. Well, it might take me an hour and a half to walk to my car.
Keeney fouls this one back to the screen. And the count evens 2-2. We are going to get some rain tonight, but that rain probably at least an hour and 15 minutes away. 2-2 pitch. Pitch gets away a ball, and it goes full. So full count to Keeney. Runners at second and third. Ryan Henry down at third, Dominic Brown at second. 9-1, the Royals on top. Pitch. Keeney golfs this one into left field, going back, and it is gone! He got it again!
Same spot.
Ben Keeney clears the wall in left field by about 5 feet. Same spot, not nearly as high, but it does the trick. It's a 3-run shot.
Let's go.
Second home run of the game for the DH, Ben Keeney. And it's 12-1 in favor of the Royals. My, oh my. So a 3-run shot for Keeney, giving 5 RBIs on the day.
Nice.
6 runs in the inning for the Royals, and still nobody out. Aaron Kroll has the lineup card out. And we may start seeing some new faces at the plate here. And almost on cue, Carter Simmons will come to the plate. Now Carter Simmons, the sophomore, he will come up and take his first cuts of the season. So Carter Simmons coming on to pinch hit, and
Now batting for the Royals, number 18. That's Carter Simmons.
we may see him actually pitch in the bottom and the top of the fourth. So Carter Simmons stands in to get his first at bat of the season. Big sophomore, right-handed hitter. Takes a pitch low, a ball.
Not to jinx anything, Rob, but review with me what the 10-run rule is.
10 runs after 5. You have
Okay.
to play at least 5 innings, or in this case, if the home team is leading 4.5.
Okay.
Pitch inside corner, taking a strike, and the count evens at 1. So obviously right now the Royals lead by 11 runs, but the Eagles are guaranteed at least 2 more turns at bat in the top of the 4th and the top of the 5th. Pitch bounces outside. We should also mention that Carter Simmons up there at the plate, his dad Brian was the one-time head coach of this Roncalli baseball team back in 2007 to 2009. Brian, a great player here in the early 90s, class of 91. Takes a pitch outside, and that's ball 3. Simmons fooled everybody except the home plate umpire. He took that pitch outside, and he was halfway down to first. But that was ball 3.
Just be confident. Maybe he got away with it. I don't know.
Well, he had me fooled. At least enough to second-guess myself. 3-1 the count to Simmons. Pitch. Outside a ball, and now that's ball 4.
Are you sure? He double-checked with the umpire, by the way.
Simmons is aboard. Still nobody out in the inning. And Cole Beckman stands in. Cole's 2 for 2.
The second baseman, number 14.
Doubled in 2 and scored in the first. And an infield single in the second. 4 runs for the Royals in the first, 2 in the second, and 6 so far here in the third. Pitch. Beckman out in front of that one, and he wedges it foul down the left field side. Carter Simmons over at first base. Six runs in here in the inning. 2-run single by Johnny Rader, a RBI single by Dominic Brown, and a 3-run home run by Ben Keeney, accounting for the scoring. Pitch at the letter is a strike, and it's 0-2. Beckman with 2 home runs and 5 runs driven in yesterday.
Wow.
Ooh, takes a pitch, just missed the outside corner. That was close.
I think if the catcher wouldn't have set up the way he did way outside, that would have been called a strike.
1-2 count. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Beckman out in front. And he strikes out for the first out of the inning. Here's Andrew Baugh.
Now batting for the Royals, number 20.
He's 0 for 1.
Andrew Baugh.
Walked and stranded in the first. Flew out to left field to end the second inning. Pitch inside, gets away. And Simmons heads down to second. I think that's going to be a pass ball, but we'll double check the scoring on that. Simmons down at second. And Ball fouls that one back to the screen. Need a passed ball on the catcher, Vaughn, sending Simmons down to second base. 1-1 the count to Ball. 1 out in the inning. 6 runs in. It's a 12-1 Roncalli lead, bottom of third. Pitch taken a strike, and it's 1-2. Schultz looks in for the sign, looks back to second base, and checks the runner, Simmons. Pitch. Ball holds up, and the pitch outside. (12-1) the score. Counting last night's 5-inning game and the 3 innings today, there's been just 1 inning in 8 that Roncalli has not scored against Heritage Christian. That was the first inning last night. Grounder to second base, or shortstop rather. Simmons will hold put, and the throw gets away from the first baseman, Ambrose. Simmons takes a big turn at third, and he'll hold right there. Ball heads down to second. A good throw gets him. I think that's going to be an error on the second baseman. Error on the shortstop, rather, Lewis.
Joey Milto.
Here's Joey Milto. Milto began the inning with this hit by pitch, stole third and scored on Johnny Rader's 2-run single. That is indeed an E6 on the shortstop Lewis that allowed Ball to reach. Infield is in on the left side. And Milto hits it on the ground to the right side, second base. He'll look the runners back, throw to Ambrose. Simmons running, and he slides in under the tag. Well, aggressive base running by the Royals, and Simmons gets it home. Milto with an RBI ground out goes 4-3 on the putout for the second out of the inning. Simmons comes home with the 7th run of the inning. And it's 13-1 in favor of the Royals. And now we're going to get a new hitter. Dylan Craig is in, the senior. Batting from the right side for Spazzelli. So Dylan Craig stands in. Craig 0 for 1. 0 for 1 last night.
Now batting for the Royals, number 9.
He get 2 varsity at bats
Dylan
as a freshman 2 seasons ago. 2 outs, runner at third. Craig takes an pitch outside a strike. 7 runs in for the Royals in this 3rd inning. The lead is 13-1. pitch. Ball in the dirt. Vaughn keeps it near the plate.
Vaughn's getting a workout.
Boy, he is. Ball thought about it, came down the line. And that ball lifted into the gap in right center field. Right fielder on his horse, and he runs it down. Tyler Fields with a nice running catch out in right center to end the inning off the bat of Dylan Craig. In the inning, though, the Royals get 7 runs on 4 hits, a runner left, and an Heritage Christian error. After 3 innings complete, 13-1 in favor of Roncalli. We're back with inning number 4 after this on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Roncalli High School is the Archdiocesan Catholic high school on the south side. The school is named Roncalli in honor of Cardinal Angelo Roncalli, who upon being elected Pope by the College of Cardinals in 1958, took the name of Pope John the 23rd. Roncalli High School, preparation for life.
Rob Brown, Rachel
Do
Brown
life,
back at
not
Pinta
laundry.
Field on the campus of Roncalli High School.
Milto Cleaners.
Out for Roncalli as we start this top of the 4th. Carter Simmons is on, playing second base. Stayed in the game to play second base after pinch hitting and scoring in the bottom of the 3rd. And Cole Beckman is the new pitcher. Dylan Craig is also at third base. So that's your changes. Beckman making his first appearance of the year. Tanner Hudspeth goes 3 innings. We'll give you his numbers here in a moment. In 2019, Cole Beckman threw 1 inning and struck out 1.
Then
Very
I think
efficient.
I was going to say, I think he just doesn't pitch again. And it's a good way to end it.
So Jack Halkyard will lead off this top of the 4th, and the Royals leading 13-1. Halkyard reached via fielder's choice and scored in the 2nd. He scored the only run of the game.
Did he really?
Bouncing ball to Craig at 3rd. Gathers, throws, and got him by a couple steps. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 4th.
We haven't had that in a while.
No. Hudspeth threw 62 pitches in his 3 innings. Allowed just 1 hit. 1 hit, a run. It was earned. Struck out 3. Walked 5. His high school debut.
Does Cole Beckman kind of have a side, like a Kent Colby sort of pitching?
Got the big kick, and he does kind of throw across the body a little bit.
He didn't do that. Maybe he does it differently.
Facing Jonathan Dorsch, who's who walked in his first time up. Beckman delivers. Dorsch hits it on the ground to short. Ball bobbles, can't find the handle, and Dorsch is safe. That's an error on the shortstop, Andrew Ball. Just could not find the handle. And Dorsch is aboard with 1 away. Back to the top of the order. Back to the top of the order. And we've got a pinch hitter. Dominic Minitel will pinch hit for Andrew Wiggins. Here in the top of the 4th. Minitel, a senior, hits from the right side. Pitch, jammed him, and Minitel swings through. Rach, do you know what occurred on this day in 1964, March 30, 1964?
It's hard telling. I don't know.
March 30, 1964 was the debut of the show Jeopardy.
Really?
Curveball missing low, and it's 1-1. Yes, on
and it's
NBC.
Been on ever since.
Yep, on NBC, hosted by Art Fleming was the original host.
Nice.
And the booth announcer was the great Don Pardo. Pitch. Jam shot down the left field line. And it's 1-2.
Have you seen any of the other Jeopardy hosts?
I've not.
Stand-ins?
Have you?
I've caught a few of them. I didn't care for Katie Couric at all.
Okay.
But Ken Jennings, he was solid.
He's solid.
I pick him. They're not asking me though, but
1-2. And Minitel swings through and waves at it. Strikeout. Second out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 4.
And Asher Thompson steps in. He's 0 for 2. Yeah, you'd be hard pressed to find somebody more solid and appreciative of the genre than Ken Jennings.
absolutely.
Pitch blocked in the dirt by Brown. Keeps Dortch at first. (13-1) the score. Roncalli on top, 2 outs, top of the 4th. Hit on the ground to second. Easy play for Simmons, and he can't find it. Boy, a 3-hopper to Simmons, and he couldn't come up with it. Second error of the inning for the Royals. And now they're at first and second.
Jason Lewis.
Jason Lewis standing in. Lewis 0 for 1, walked and stranded in the first, struck out to lead off the third. Backman digging in, goes sidearm and drops the strike in.
That's what I saw.
Yep. Kind of mixing up that arm angle. Ooh, that's a nice curveball that drops in there for strike 2. He kind of grins a little bit. I think he knew he got away with one there. Backman ahead, 0-2 in the count. See if he wastes one away. Tried to find the inside corner and couldn't. It goes 1-2. Well, the scoreboard down at softball has gone dark, so the game is final. We don't have one for you yet. We'll try and get that. And it's rolled up the middle, and it gets by the shortstop ball. Charging is Rader. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it is out! Johnny Rader with a throw from center. Dominic Brown took it on the short hop and tagged out Dortch for the third out of the inning.
Oh, my.
What a play on both ends. So that ends the inning. In the inning, no runs, no hits. 2 Roncalli errors and 2 stranded for the Eagles. We're through 3.5, and Roncalli leads at 13-1. Back after this on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Schedule online, anytime. Getting an appointment with Ascension Care teams at St. Vincent just got easier with online scheduling. Now you don't have to break away from your day to book the care you need when and where you need it. No matter where you are or what you're up to, whether you're a new patient or if you've been here before, just pick the appointment that works for you. Schedule online, anytime at GetStVincentCare.com.
Mask up, America. I work out every day. COVID.
The sophomore comes in from center field. Ethan Baker goes out to play center field. Just got a report. Softball team. Just got a report. The softball team defeating Cardinal Ritter tonight 14-0 in 5 innings. And the much ballyhooed sophomore pitcher Keegan Rothrock faced the minimum 15 batters and struck out all 15.
Oh, my.
My, oh, my. Wow.
Well, I might have to make a special trip out for her next.
Now pitching for the
Well,
Eagles, number 22, Andrew Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins is on to pitch here in the bottom of the fourth. And as a reminder, we'll have the softball broadcast next week. The big matchup here at home against Center Grove on Wednesday night. So just to recap, the softball team winning its opener 14-0 in 5 innings over Cardinal Ritter. And Keegan Rothrock, the sophomore ace for Roncalli softball team, faced the minimum 15 batters and struck out all 15. Noah Wrestler leading off this bottom of the fourth. He takes a pitch high, and it's 2-0. Wrestler, a junior, 1 for 1 yesterday. Scored as a courtesy runner back in the first inning.
Wiggins threw so hard his hat came off.
And he's behind the count 3-0. I'm still trying to process 15 batters faced, 15 strikeouts. And Wrestler takes a pitch high and works the 4-pitch walk to start the bottom of the fourth. Andrew Ball getting loose down in the Royal bullpen in that left field corner.
Now batting for the Royals, number 16, Sean Byrne.
Here's Sean Byrne getting a chance to swing the bat. Sophomore hits from the right side.
Oh.
Throw down, and Wrestler is back.
Andrew Ball's down throwing.
Yep.
Does he pitch?
It looks like he's going to in the fifth. 1-0 count to the sophomore Sean Byrne. Pitch outside a ball. Sean did make an appearance last night. He pitched the 5th inning. Closed out the ball game last night. Struck out 1, walked 1 in his 1 inning of work. Allowed a hit and a run. Takes a pitch right at the knees for a strike. That's the first strike that Wiggins has thrown here in the inning. It's 2-1 count.
Is he a threat to run over at first? Because they're very concerned about him.
Paying him an awful lot of attention. Wiggins delivers, and this one's chopped into the fencing in front of the Roncalli dugout, third base side. Count evens 2-2. Rach, today is a big day.
Oh, boy.
In sports history as it relates to IU basketball.
Okay.
Do you know why that is?
I could make a number of guesses that would be wrong. But no, I don't know what it is. Tell me.
Oh, we got the pitch here, 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's the first out of the inning. And we've got Alex Amadeo coming to the plate.
Now batting for the Royals, number 6, Alex Amadeo.
This wasn't the IU thing where in the tournament when Keith Smart hit that shot that they show every
March 30th, IU, and that pitch gets away from the catcher Vaughn, and Wrestler heads down to second. That's a wild pitch. 3 of Indiana University's 5 national championships have been won on March the 30th.
It's not going to happen this year.
It will not.
Okay.
1987. Of course, Keith Smart, our good friend Keith Smart, hitting that jumper to beat Syracuse at the Superdome.
Awesome.
I saw Keith the other day. Amadeo fouls out and back to the screen. He's grown the goatee. It's got a lot of gray in it. He looks like a college professor these days.
Still bald?
Still bald, yep. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, 2 count to Amadeo, 1 away.
Ow.
That pitch inside almost hit him.
No,
and it did.
On the elbow.
And it did. It clipped him. So Amadeo heads down to first. That's the 4th Roncalli hitter that's been hit by a pitch today.
Now batting for the Royals, Number 2, J.J. Prendergast.
J.J. Prendergast, who's played the game out in left field but was not in the batting order. He was DH'd 4. He'll get an at-bat here in the bottom of the 4th with 1 out and 2 on. So 3 of Indiana University's national championships have been won on March the 30th. The 1987 championship, the 1981 championship that IU won over North Carolina behind Isaiah Thomas in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
And then the very first one in 1940. That pitch in on the fist, swung and missed.
They won in 1940.
60-42 win over Kansas. Marvin Huffman was the MVP. There you go, March 30th.
Big day.
Big day for IU basketball. Swing and a miss. Pendergrass is down on strikes, second strikeout of the inning. And Carter Simmons was in the on-deck circle.
Nobody knows who's coming. It's a
But
surprise.
instead, it will be Matthew Watson.
He is caught unawares.
Matthew Watson pinch hitting.
Matthew Watson.
The senior getting his first at bat of the season. Rach, you have a hoop prediction for tonight? Who you like tonight?
Depends on who's playing.
That's a fair response.
I don't know who's. I can't keep track. My bracket's terrible.
Gonzaga is playing.
Who?
Why am I blanking?
I don't
Gonzaga's
know.
playing USC. That tips here in about 5 minutes.
What's the spread?
We don't talk spreads on here.
It's legal. Not of this game, but of
8.5, I
okay.
believe. Pitch taken a strike by Watson.
I think Gonzaga's going to win easily.
And then Michigan UCLA is the nightcap.
Um,
6.5, I believe, is the number on that.
Not that you've been looking.
Nope.
I don't know. I guess I would want Michigan to win just for fun. They were talking about how they're like the only team east of the Mississippi that's still in it or something like that.
Pitch to Watson, taking high a ball. 13-1 the score. Bottom of the 4th. I'm with you. I'm going to take Gonzaga and Michigan tonight.
Okay.
Pitch. In tied a ball, 2-1. Wrestler down at second. Amadeo at first. 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. Wiggins checks the runner at second. Swing and a miss. Watson had a big cut. And the count evens at 2.
Watson seems to be a team favorite. They're
Oh, the dugout is chirping big time here as Watson digs in 2-2.
Has to be making him nervous.
Takes a pitch on the
Aw.
outside corner for strike 3. Wiggins strikes out 3 in the inning. Also walks a man and hits a man. First time in this game, the Royals do not score. Roncalli, no hits, no runs, no errors, 2 left. We head to the top of the 5th. The Royals lead 13-1. We're back after this on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Steve's Flowers and Gifts is your family-owned Indianapolis and Greenwood florist. Our mission is to establish and maintain the highest level of floral value and customer service at comfortable consumer prices. For
So
the
you
best
think you can
and
beat a
freshest
train?
flowers in
Well,
Indianapolis
think
and
again.
surrounding areas,
While
Steve's
trains can
Flowers and
appear to be
Gifts has
slow-moving, they
exactly
can
what you're
easily
looking
cause
for.
injuries
Check
or
out our
death.
wide selection
You
of
must
flower
slow
arrangements
down
to make
and yield
your
at
next
all
occasion
railroad
memorable.
crossings.
Call
Attempting to beat the train puts yourself and others at
or
risk.
visit us at 3150
According to the Federal
East
Railroad
Thompson
Administration,
Road.
there were over 2,200 railroad crossing collisions in the United States last year, resulting in 293 deaths. Don't
Sophomore
be a
Andrew
statistic.
Ball is the third
Look,
Roncalli pitcher
listen,
of the night.
and live.
In relief of Cole Beckman, who pitched a scoreless 4th. Defensive changes. Matthew Watson stays in the game, plays second base for the Royals. I think we're waiting on a catcher. There's nobody behind the plate right now.
Huh.
And I think it's Alex Amadeo will come out and catch the top of the 5th. So Roncalli 3 outs away from putting this one away, leading by 12 runs here in the top of the 5th. 3 outs away from triggering the 10-run rule. Andrew Ball completing his warm-up tosses. Outfield remains the same for the Royals. Prendergast in left, Rader in center, and Milto in right. Beckman, who pitched the 4th, relieved by Andrew Ball, and Beckman goes over to shortstop.
Why do you think they only pitched him 1 inning?
Just to keep him sharp, yeah, just to keep him sharp.
Okay. I know if there was
2 games in 1 day, you're going to need multiple pitchers on Saturday because pretty much anybody you use more than an inning in that first game is not available for the second game.
Gotcha.
So I think Aaron Kroll saw 4 different pitchers last night. Ryan Henry, the starter, went 3 innings, but then Carter Simmons, Sean Byrne, and Josh Warman all pitched. So he got a look at those 3 guys in relief, and then he gets a look at 3 others in relief tonight, or 2 others in Beckman and Ball.
Gotcha.
Get a feel for what he has as he heads to Kentucky for 2 games against 2 of the top teams in Kentucky on Saturday. Here's Seth Ambrose to lead off the top of the 5th. Takes a strike, does Ambrose. Number 1 song this day in 1985.
I feel like I should know this.
You should.
1980.
Great album.
Is it a Prince Is it a Prince song?
No.
Ooh, I thought it would be a Prince song.
Solo artist who was also famous for being in a group. 1985, number 1 song. Pitch outside, a ball.
Phil Collins.
Well done.
Oh, was I right?
Yes. One More Night.
Oh, I was going to say Sussudio.
From the No Jacket Required album.
That's a great
Fabulous album.
I mean, as much as...
It's a top tenor. Fabulous album. Pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. The Raider retreating. Now camps underneath it. And he makes the one-hand catch for the first out. Now here's Fields, who's 0 for 1.
The right fielder, number 24.
Well, Phil Collins certainly enjoyed making videos. He always seemed like he was having the best time.
So we looked it up 50 years ago today. You know what the number 1 song was? 50 years ago today. Pitch swung on and missed. Fields out in front.
I'm sure it was something
and Bobby
bad.
McGee by Janis Joplin.
No, that's actually good. Okay, Janis
Written
Joplin.
by
Chris Christopherson.
No question.
Am I right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Well, we watched that Ken Burns special, so I feel like I've learned that there.
Curveball drops in a strike. That's a nice pitch by Ball, and he's ahead in the count 0-2.
Chris Christopherson was underrated.
Very underrated. 40 years ago today, the number 1 song. 1981. Lewis checked his swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 3. Amadeo goes down to first and quickly 2 away. And now here's Vaughn with 2 away in the top of the 5th. Eagles 1 out away. 1981, this day, number 1 song.
Hint?
A group led by a female. Curveball misses outside.
Was it a Fleetwood Mac song?
No.
Was it the Bangles?
Too early.
The Go-Go's?
Too early.
Dang it.
Swung on and missed. Vaughn had a big cut. And the count evens at 1. Rapture by Blondie.
Blondie.
Number 1 song on this day, 1981.
Didn't love that song.
1-1 count to Vaughn. Outside corner taking a strike, and now Andrew Ball is 1 strike away from ending this game. Well, as soon as the game concludes, we'll step out for a couple minutes and then have the post-game show. 1-2 count. Ball in the dirt. And Vaughn's still alive. Two. Swung on and missed, and that'll do it. So Andrew Ball comes in and retires in 1-2-3. And it's all Royals here In the first home game at Roncalli in 680 days, the Royals improved to 2-0 on the season and 2-0 in Circle City Conference play. Our final today from the South Side, Roncalli 13, Heritage Christian 1. We'll stay tuned with us. We'll step out for a couple minutes. When we come back, we'll tell you all about it on the postgame show. Coming up next on the Essential St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Marian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Marian University,
We're so
Indy's
thrilled to
premier
have
Catholic
Peyton Manning's
university,
name on our
and
children's
let us
hospital.
help you find out what your...
But we are a hospital designed for kids.
And then the halfback went in motion and then ran a slant route across the middle. Try to get a linebacker isolated on him. I like this beat. It's nice. Give me some more bass. A little more bass here. These are nice. Wish they had them at the adult hospital next door. I think I'm gonna make this giraffe green.
That's crazy.
Might be right. Let's go red right, scat right, 585, wide drag. On two. Ready? Break. Nice ride. Y'all have these in blue? Can you hear this?
There's only one Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, offering world-class compassionate care for your child. Schedule primary, ER, or specialist care online.
Thanks, Peyton. We've got this.
Oh, okay. That's where they go.
We're so thrilled to have Peyton Manning's name on our children's hospital. But we are a hospital
Try harder and do things others think are impossible. But for people who are passionate about what they do, it's normal. At Ortho Indy, we make sure of it. As the largest sports medicine group in Indiana and the official orthopedic provider for the Pacers, our specialists work to treat your injury from diagnosis to recovery and get you back in the game, because you were built to perform. Ortho Indy Sports Medicine, helping you get normal back, whatever your normal looks like.
Folded. Heritage Christian threatened, loaded the bases in the first inning, but Tanner Hudspeth worked his way out of the jam and held the Eagles scoreless. Then in the bottom of the first, Roncalli got 4 runs in, 2-run double by Cole Beckman with 2 outs, and then a bases-loaded walk by Joey Milto and an infield single by Braden Spazzelli scored the other 2 runs as Roncalli sent 10 to the plate in the first inning. Eagles got their lone run in the second inning on a sacrifice fly by Andrew Wiggins. Roncalli countered with 2 runs in the second on a 2-run home run by Ben Keeney, just an absolute moonshot over the scoreboard and left. Then in the third inning, the Royals broke the game open with 7 runs in the third inning. 2-run single by Johnny Rader, a 3-run home run by Ben Keeney, his second of the game. That one went to left center, cleared the fence by about 10 feet. Those are the big hits in that inning. It was a 7-run inning. Royals did not score in the fourth, but they had more than enough at that point. Andrew Baugh came in, pitched the final inning, and retired the Eagles in order to shut the game down. But pretty solid effort both ways, Rach, for the Royals. Anytime you can start the season with 2 conference wins, puts you in a good spot. The Royals are the 2-time defending conference champions and certainly off to a good start on their way to a third.
Absolutely. I was impressed with the solid hitting. I think the pitching will come along. That's all I have to say about that.
I thought you had another point there.
You looked away from me, and I'm staring at you.
I thought you had another point to make there.
I don't.
Fair enough. It's time now to hand out our player of the game. Really no question where we'll go there. Ben Keeney, he was 2 for 3 tonight, scored 3 runs, hit 2 home runs, his first 2 of his varsity career. He drove in 5. He drove in 5 of Roncalli's 13. So Ben Keeney, the sophomore DH, he is tonight's player of the game, brought to us by Ortho Indy.
Rob, at Ortho Indy, their mission is to provide the highest quality comprehensive bone, joint, spine, and muscle care to patients throughout the Midwest, the United States, and around the world. From diagnosis through recovery, their team is ready to get you back in the action. Choose Ortho Indy to be your official orthopedic provider.
Well, we update the records. Heritage Christian drops to 0-2. And again, they'll be in action at Vincennes this weekend. I think guaranteed 3 games in Vincennes, combination of Friday and Saturday in Vincennes. Meanwhile, Aaron Kroll's team will head down to Louisville and take on Louisville Ballard and Tates Creek, 2 of the top teams in Kentucky. Both of those games being played on Saturday afternoon before returning back to Indy and taking on Ben Davis, Coach Kroll's former stop, on the road on Tuesday night. Next home game will be our next baseball broadcast. That's next Thursday night, a week from this Thursday, on April the 8th, when Roncalli takes on Cathedral in a big rivalry game. That'll be a radio-only game. Meanwhile, our next broadcast will be a softball game. Big softball game next Wednesday night against Center Grove. 5:30 start time. You can watch that game on the Roncalli YouTube channel or on RoncalliMediaNetwork.com. 5:30 our start time for that one. Hope you can join us. Tonight's final numbers: Heritage Christian 1 run, 1 hit, 3 errors, 8 left. Roncalli 13 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, and 7 left. Winning pitcher was Roncalli sophomore Tanner Hudspeth. He's 1-0. Zach Barnett, the losing pitcher for Heritage Christian, he is 0-1. Tonight's game was an hour and 50 minutes before a crowd of 86. And we hope you've enjoyed tonight's game as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you, watching the Royals go to 2-0 on the season. I want to thank our fine crew that took care of everything on the video side and brought you all of the pictures and sounds of tonight's game. Our director, Daniel O'Connor, Riley Allstott, and Ezekiel Fox on the cameras. Lauren Boone and Hannah Spots handling the graphics for us tonight, and, of course, our coordinating producer, Mr. Stefan Welsh. And for my partner, Rachel Brown, I'm Rob Brown. Again, our final tonight from LaPinta Field. The Royals are 2-0 after a 13-1 baseball win over Heritage Christian. Till we talk to you next time, next Wednesday night for softball at 5:30. Till then, on behalf of our entire Roncalli Media Network crew, it's been Rob Brown saying so long, everybody.